Hey there, my math peeps. I want to talk to you a little bit today about some complementary and supplementary angles. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to use my whiteboards and I'm going to get my dry erase marker out of my new Bears pencil pen marker holder. How does that thing look? I love it. Okay, so I've got my dry erase marker, and I want to talk to you quickly about some complementary angles. And the word complementary is spelled like that, and sometimes you might see angles kind of written like this with a shorthand notation in a math class. So it's kind of like an angle, and then it has an S in it for being plural. So I would read this as complementary angles. So complementary angles are usually could be two or more, two angles that add together to equal 90 degrees. Well, if I show you this angle right here that I mark with that little box, I want you to know that that visual always represents a 90-degree angle. And the way that I remember complementary adding to 90 degrees being two or more angles that add to 90 is that they make a corner. See, this looks like a corner. So the word corner starts with the two letters C-O, and complementary starts with the two letters C-O, okay? Complementary angles, the definition of that would be two angles that add together to equal 90 degrees. So you can see that in the visual right here. If I wanted to find out what the measure of X is, then I would say, okay, since I know that there's a 90-degree angle here, I would take 90 and subtract out 60 degrees. So I know that X's measure would have to be 30 degrees. These add together to equal a 90-degree right angle. Okay? So if I just said to you aloud, okay, tell me what the complementary angle is, or the complement is of an angle that is 50 degrees, you would say, okay, well, 90 minus 50 is 40. So the complement is 40 because they add together to equal 90. All right, complementary. Add together to equal 90 degrees, make a corner. Let's talk about the difference between that and supplementary angles. So this is how you spell supplementary. Supplementary angles, we've got right here a plural angle with an S in it. That's what I'm going to read. That's kind of a shorthand notation. Supplementary angles add to equal 180 degrees. And if you watched my lesson earlier, you'll know that a straight angle has a measurement of 180. So if I say I want to do a 180-degree turn, it's like I turn halfway around a circle, like all the way around backwards. Straight line. All right? So this is 180 degrees. These two angles are supplements of one another because they're two angles and their edges or their side rays make the straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So I would take 180, subtract out 120, and this X value would be 60 degrees because these two add together to give me 180. And the way I remember that is supplementary starts with S, and a straight angle, S, I know a straight line has a measurement of 180 degrees. All right? I want you to know those two terms specifically today. Complementary angles, supplementary angles.